With this video, we will be doing Kendrick Lamar was warned to end the beef with Drake or else and apologize. And if you want to help this channel and the content that we making, please help support our merchandise. The link is in the description. If you didn't hit the like button, make sure you hit the like button. Try and get the channel to grow. And the only way we're going to do this if you like, share, and comment on the content. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Let's go. Chi, get the yayo.
Get the yayo.
This might be the most important video I've done on this topic so far.
Wow.
Urban Legend Will Evans, y'all know what it is, bro. UMG is calling off Kendrick Lamar off Drake because billions are at stake. This is a report that's going around. It says from an insider, and they're waiting on the proof in the form of documents, so they'll update whenever they receive it. This is what's being said. PG Lang, a.k.a. Kendrick Lamar, and EXO, The Weeknd, as of yesterday, were asked by Universal Music Group to end the beef with OVO and Drake. Kendrick apparently isn't budging on it, but UMG is pressing hard on their request to squash the beef. UMG also...
I like that. He said, yo, Kendrick ain't going for it. Nah. It ain't even going like that.
I don't want to talk this out.
He called me out on First Shooter. I was minding my business, chilling with the family. He called me out on First Shooter. I'm just responding. Now you telling me to get off the boy head. And this is why it's good to be independent. So you don't got to worry about stuff like this. When you're independent, you don't got to worry about nobody saying, like, telling you. He's saying they asked. Nah, they're telling him to stop the beef.
They're acting like you're bullying.
They're not asking anything. They pay these guys millions of dollars. So they're not asking. They're telling them to stop the beef.
They're like, you messing up the money, man.
You're messing up the bread. And at the end of the day, all these companies care about is their bottom line. And their bottom line is definitely being affected behind this. Taking a big hit.
Also had a Zoom meeting with all of the parties involved, and they want Kendrick, either directly or said through PG Lang, his company, to post a statement clarifying that Drake isn't a pedo if Kendrick agrees to end the beef. Drake is losing.
See, and that's what I like about reaction channels. Like, we could get the information out there. Like, by the time it comes out, if you even try to pull a stunt, the reactors already put it out there that, yo, this is not really what it is. He's being forced to say this at this point.
Yeah, they want you to retract the statement.
Yeah. And I hope he don't take the bait. Nobody wants to see Kendrick do that. It won't look good from right now. You're winning. Don't cave to the pressure.
Yeah, don't J. Cole yourself.
Yeah, please don't J. Cole yourself.
Losing the beef in Universal Music Group's eyes. So from their perspective, the sooner it ends, the better. The pedo claims and accusations directed at Drake are costing UMG, Nike, and the other parties a lot of money. So they want...
I mean, I think Kendrick did everything that he wanted to do.
Yeah, everything you're supposed to do in a battle. I think that's effective in a battle. It's messing up your pockets.
He's messing up their pockets, and now it make that bar even that much better. When Kendrick said, put the whole label on me, I'm getting him dropped. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, if he can't come up out of this, man. You feel what I'm saying? There's a way you could see in the future Drake getting dropped, and I'll make that bar that much colder.
Impactful.
He said, put the whole label on me.
Yeah.
On me.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I want Kendrick Lamar to squash it right now. Put out a statement, even if it's not true. Put out a statement to fix this, because Drake just did a deal up there worth $400 million. Drake just signed his life away to UMG. And this is why Kendrick is saying the lines in the song when he's saying, you know, show me your splits and I'll double back with you. You want to talk about splits? Show me your splits. I'll promise you I'll double back with you. That's why Kendrick is saying those lines, because Drake probably doesn't own much of his catalog at all or his life right now. It's been...
I mean, for $400 million, they own everything. You know what I'm saying? People don't just give you $400 million to own a little bit. They give you $400 million to own a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? They own everything.
Own everything?
Everything. Facts.
Reported that Drake is being required to put out 2 albums a year. So people think Drake just drops because he wants to drop. But reports are going around that says Drake puts out 2 albums a year because Universal Music Group is forcing him to. Because he just did a deal with them in 2022 for $400 million. The biggest deal in music business history.
The way these guys make music these days, 2 albums a year is nothing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure Drake could give you 2 albums like a month worth of time. Not even that. Just go in the studio, bang out like 20-something songs, and that's 2 albums, split them up. So that's not difficult to do. And saying that, a lot of people wish they could drop 2 albums in a year, even if they was forced to do it. Because most of the time the albums got it in the contract that you only could drop every 9 to 12 months. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, so that means he getting the green light for every 6 months.
A lot of micro mini hits dropping and whatever. Yeah. But the fact of the matter is, he still is able to pump out hooks.
Yeah,
and that matters.
Yeah, in this day and age. That matters in this day and age. Yeah, nice
That's
beat and
a hook. That's what makes it run.
Yeah, facts. They call what he said. What Drake said they used to call him Captain Hook.
Hey.
Especially for a rapper, and they have 4 of the top 5 earning artists in any genre over at UMG. Now this is interesting, bro. 400 million for a record deal. That's crazy. He just got Patrick Mahomes numbers for a record deal. This is what an article says. It says, after rampant speculation about a bidding war for his services, Drake appears to have finalized a mega deal with Universal Music Group that could net him upwards of $400 million when it's all said and done. Drake has been known to be making about $50 million. This is what they're reporting. $50 million for his label every year just off of the music. They saying,
I wouldn't even trust their label numbers. It could be more than that, and they just don't want you to know what you're really making because we don't want to pay you what we want to pay you. So because 50 sound low for Drake a year. It sound low.
It sound low for him.
It sound very low,
especially for his numbers to be so high.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, I would think more in that
over
150, 200.
Yeah, 50 sound like
50 sound hella low.
They sound like somebody's trying to get over. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Drake, you better go check them books.
Run an audit real quick.
Them numbers looking funny under the light.
And annual earnings are $50 million. I believe that is much more than that. Yeah, I believe Drake is making much more than that.
Yeah,
if they're giving him $400 million, they know they're gonna recoup that probably within 5 years. That's a lot of money to give a rapper, bro. And I know Drake.
They're not even looking at it just as a 5-year plan. We own all this for life, so our kids will be eating off of your music. So they're not looking at what they're giving up right now. They're looking on the longevity of these projects.
And they could care less about spreading his money out for him. They need to take that.
Yeah, even if he passed away, his music gonna surge, and they'll get the $400 million just off his passing easily.
Quickly.
Facts.
Drake is, multi-talented. I know he's a songwriter, so they're getting publishing off of other people's songs, and things like that. But if you guys remember, this article says this right here. It says in July 2020, entrepreneur Steve Stout is somebody that's in the music business heavy, and rapper Russ discussed the possibility of Drake going independent and predicted a big payday on the horizon. Now, I remember this. This was a big thing back in 2020. Drake was a free agent, and he could have went anywhere he want or go independent. Yeah. Steve Stout ended up saying, if Drake goes independent, the music business is over. Why did he say that? Because if Drake goes independent and he just puts his album out on his website, he's going to make $10 million every week for 60 weeks. That's what Steve Stout said.
Do the math.
Now, there's a lot.
Yeah.
You could do the math, and that's true. But Drake is a person that want that machine behind him. Yes, he gonna make the money, but he's not gonna have the shine and the limelight that he's adored so much. So Drake's the type that will lose less money. He want to make less money just to be in a spotlight the way he's in the spotlight. And then he looks at it. I don't gotta make all my music I don't gotta make all my money off the music. Just me being in the spotlight, I could get money off endorsements, liquor, the Nike stuff, his own streetwear. So there's other ways to make money besides the music, just by having that machine behind you, make you look so much bigger than what you is. Because Drake independently wouldn't look the same that he looks right now. Give you an example. Hold on, just to give you an example. Kanye West, he just went #1 independently. It didn't look the same as Drake. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's doing the numbers, he doesn't have the machine behind him to make him look like he's.
That's exactly what I was about to say. I was like, because Kanye's still putting out the numbers.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It
numbers.
just doesn't look the same.
The machine's not there.
You can see visibly.
Yeah.
But you can also say from the other side of things that you can see that he's a self-driving force.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And to be able to recoup those numbers and collect that privately, you're winning.
Yeah, because people think because Drake got such a big machine behind him, they would think that he's making more money than Kanye West. But Kanye West making 10 times as much he is right now because he's independent. But the way it looks from optical, if you don't know what's going on, it looks like Drake is winning. But no, Kanye's actually the one that's winning.
Exactly.
A lot of different companies involved in this situation. Obviously, Drake has OVO, but Nike is investing in him.
Yeah.
I guess his OVO label is housed under Warner Records, so they're invested in him. and they have all Drake's artists over there. His streetwear line. Obviously he has Nocta. He recently launched a company called Better World Fragrance, which is a luxury candle company. So there's a lot of companies that are looking at it like, we just gave this man a lot of money. We can't afford for his career to end. So it's being reported that UMG, Universal Music Group, is asking Kendrick Lamar to put up an apology, step down, and get off this beef, because
whether he stepped down, get off the beats, put out the apology, the damage already has been done. There's no way he's going to be able to come back. Drake would never be on that high horse that he just came off. It's impossible because Kendrick did that much damage. Like, he did a lot of damage.
The thought is there now.
Yeah, that's all.
You can't erase the thought.
You know what I'm saying? It's there. You know what I'm saying?
There.
And you see it on the memes on social media. It's still going, and that's gonna always be in people's heads.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it is what it is. And I was telling you, like, it made me think of that verse from Eminem when Eminem was like, soon they're gonna say adios to the Migos, and Drake, one day they will turn on you too.
Yeah.
And it looked like that's the day we're in right now, where people are turning on Drake. And we know in this industry, once people turn, they'll never come back. Eminem broke all that down in that song. I forgot what song it was.
Yeah, he
did a great job.
It was very vivid, and it's crazy because you see it over time. Like, because there was a moment in time where it was like, man, that bar would have hit hard if, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This was a reality, but it didn't seem like it was coming to pass.
It seemed like it was never gonna happen.
Yeah, but now
it seemed like we living in them times.
Yeah.
Eminem look like a prophet.
Yeah, real talk.
You're costing us billions of dollars. You're costing Nike billions of dollars. And Kendrick, like, nah, standing on business. Like, bro, I'm still with it. I don't care what y'all talking about. Yeah. And maybe this is the reason why we see Kendrick Lamar's album covers, all the stuff getting taken down, all the pictures that require, Drake's consent, technically by law, all that stuff is getting taken down. Maybe it's not Drake. Maybe it's Universal Music Group. Like, you know what? We're going to do everything we can. If he don't want to budge, we're going to start playing the legal game.
If it's anybody that you could see not budging, it's my man Kendrick Lamar.
Period.
Just for what he stands on. And if I was him, I would stand on business too. I'm not. This is my moment. You feel what I'm saying? That's like when Drake did the Meek Mill back to back and he had his high and they like, oh, go apologize. That takes away from the moment. He earned this moment. Let him have his moment. Don't try to pour water on my moment.
Yeah, you're not going to douse this flame.
Nah.
And it's crazy because this looked like the perfect image of Kendrick for this conversation right now. Because it looked like he just pimp slapped somebody and now you look at him like, what you thought this was?
You want me to say I'm sorry?
It's not happening.
Nah, we don't do that.
You know what I'm saying? So this is interesting, bro, because Kendrick Lamar has a deal with UMG too for publishing. Now, if you guys don't know how the music business works, you have publishing deals and you have record deals. Yeah. Publishing deals is just we can license your music to different places. So like the NBA, when you hear the NBA playing Kendrick Lamar's song at halftime or at quarter breaks or timeouts or whatever, you hear Kendrick Lamar's song on TNT, that's licensing. They're licensing his music.
Publishing is anything that Kendrick Lamar wrote that came from his brain. He jotted down or said. That is the best way to explain publishing. Anything with his voice, anything he wrote. If he wrote something for other artists, we get that too. That's all publishing. Anything that he creatively came up with, they own that. The
depiction, the thoughts.
Yeah, they got Kendrick. All Kendrick thoughts, they own them, or at least a piece of them.
Yeah.
Music, allowing other people to use it, and they're getting a paycheck off it. Now, Kendrick did a deal for that. And that's not owning the rights or the masters to his music. They don't own that. But UMG does own some of his publishing. I don't know if they own all of his publishing, but I know they own a percentage of his publishing for sure.
And that makes sense to now that he got his masters and all that stuff. You don't have to drop as much music. Like a lot of shots that Drake was taking was like, yo, you don't drop music like that. But if you own your stuff, you could drop less because you're eating more of it than somebody that doesn't own any of their stuff.
Yeah, and
it's a different mathematic.
Yeah, when you're running with your creative control, you can let things like maximize.
Yeah.
And then breadcrumb it out a little bit more rather than overlapping yourself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it reminded me of Polo G was watching the $1 million worth of Game. We seen his house. He had a nice house. He had two of them, like 14 cars in his driveway. And he said, yo, I ain't releasing 3 years. And I'm like, dang. You eating like this and you haven't dropped in 3 years. When you got that creative toll, you getting your own bag. You could take less time dropping because the money's not going to stop coming in because all them streams you getting, that's coming to you, not going to a company.
Yeah, it's a whole different world.
It's a whole different world.
He's on their website. You can go check it out for yourself. This is all public knowledge. Now, this is interesting because this means that if this is true, Drake has officially lost, bro. Because your business partners, the people that gave you hundreds of millions of dollars, $400 million from UMG reportedly, and I don't even know what Nike gave him. It's an undisclosed amount, but if that's the case, they're feeling like you're losing this beef. you know, your public image is being tarnished, and we need to save you. We have to step in to save you, and that's
We're gonna step in and we're gonna save you ourselves. We're gonna save you from yourself because you stepped in this. You went and started this, and you're losing, and we're losing because
you're losing.
Exactly. We're not losing anymore. We're shutting this down. Kendrick, stop. Do what you got to do. Blah, blah, blah. But Kendrick seemed like this.
They're playing mediator.
Yo, if I was Kendrick, I'd drop a song today.
Today.
Here's my apology.
Standing in front of Nike.
Facts. Facts.
Telling in itself right there, bro. And obviously, nobody wants their number one artist, especially in the hip hop genre. For UMG, he's their number one artist because, especially if they own.
He was their number one artist.
Yeah,
that's past tense. He was the number one artist over there.
Everything, you know, if we own a huge percentage of what you got going on now, I don't know. He might have a net profit deal. You know what I mean? Which is basically, you know, we put money up together for our projects and we split at the end, whatever we make. If it's an 85-15 split, I get 15%, you guys get 85% because y'all gave me an advance, you know, and whatever, we go our separate ways, right? I don't know if that's...
I don't know the exact numbers on the deal, but I heard it was a hell of a good deal in Drake's favor. It's being reported as the biggest deal ever gave out in music history. But compared to Kanye West, it's not that great of a deal. But compared to the other deals that they gave out, this is like the best deal. I don't know who's like the highest paid quarterback right now. Who's the last one quarterback to get a deal? Let's just say Mahomes.
Let's say Mahomes.
You know what I'm saying? He right now have the best deal that ever came out in NFL for a quarterback. But you know the next person is now gonna beat
it's gonna be huge.
It's just gonna keep going. But right now,
it was like a quarter billion.
Yeah. Right now, he's the he got the biggest one. I heard the next one that's up the bat. It's gonna be Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny's gonna get exactly the same type of Drake deal.
Type situation because they're gonna be able to move.
Yeah.
Ain't no dirt on his name
right
now.
Yeah. And they both with UMG. So whatever deal Drake just got, Bad Bunny might edge it by a little bit, but Drake is the number that we go on. All right, we're gonna take Drake contact, put an extra little couple numbers on it, and then we're gonna get Bad Bunny, and then he's gonna be the next biggest contract.
Yeah.
That's the case, but it could be that. But this is super interesting, bro. We might not hear another diss from Kendrick Lamar or Drake, and Peter Rosenberg and Cypher Sounds, who are, you know, music industry dudes, they had a conversation about this, and I'm gonna let you guys hear what they have to say. Check this out. This is what they say.
Don't be shocked if this beef ended with Drake's last drop. Not because he lost, but his corporate partners, Nike, NFL, NHL, are all probably getting nervous about the perception of the things being said.
I don't even think they have to say it. I think Drake's team's smart enough to go, we're about to with the money.
Yeah.
So that's Cypher Sounds and Peter Rosenberg saying that, bro.
Hey.
So
I said it. You messing with the money.
When they started this, they thought it was to be more money, more money, more money.
It's more
All
problems.
they seen is dollar signs in their eyes. Now it's less money, less money, less money. And that's unfortunately is going to be the future going forward. And there's nothing they could do about it. It's just because the temperature that's outside at this moment.
Yeah, it's a nasty stain, man.
Yeah, facts.
It's like somebody threw an egg at the glass and tried to spray Windex on it.
Yeah,
it's not coming up like that.
Nah, at all.
Obviously, people are nervous out there. And you guys got to look at it from a business perspective. Do I think that is cool? No. On a hip-hop cultural level, I'm like, bro, that's weak. You know what I mean? Let Kendrick keep doing what he's doing. Yeah. If Drake is strong enough to stand on his own, let him stand on his own. Right. But this goes to show you guys what goes on behind the scenes. It's not always all about music, bro. It's marketing. It's companies behind. You know, not just music business companies. It's not just record label versus record label. This is not OVO versus TDE or Cash Money, Young Money versus TDE. None of that, bro. This ain't even Kendrick versus Drake. This is Kendrick versus UMG, Kendrick versus the NFL, Kendrick versus Nike, Kendrick versus all these mega billion-dollar companies, bro. So y'all looking at it like, oh, Drake, you know, he going 1v20.
I didn't think about that. But when he put it like that, that's a little bit more different. And I never even seen it in that light. But that's why it make you love even Kendrick even more. It's
because it's like he really looked at the macro of the situation. Yeah. He's seen the whole entire big picture. It's so vivid.
Yeah. I'm starting to look at him like Sean Connery right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start going with Sean Connor because I never looked at it, but that's what he on his Sean Connor ish right
Terminator.
now. Yes, it's crazy.
With all these rappers, man, these rappers are the smallest part of it. Kendrick got to go up against companies, bro, like major Fortune 500 companies. So the way you guys is looking at it, you got to change the way you look at it because there's businesses invested in these guys, both of them. You know what I mean? And obviously Kendrick has some huge endorsements too, so they don't want Kendrick to lose. But the fact that UMG is calling it off on Drake's behalf and, you know, being reported to say they want an apology, man, we're going to see how this plays out, man. That's the report. This might be the most important information we got on this beef so far. This goes to show it's not all just on an even playing field, bro. Some people...
It's definitely not on the even playing field, and this is like the times when it's great to be independent, where you could make your own calls, you could be your own boss, not somebody could pull you in the office, put you on a Zoom call with somebody and be like, yo, it's over with. You must
tell you what's best for you.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure they ain't say that in a nice way. I'm pretty sure when he bucked the system, unfortunately, when you buck the system always bucked back.
Yeah.
And that's why I kind of made that face when he started going through, like, he's... Because when you go against the system...
Yeah, the system always wins.
It's crazy.
One way or another.
It's crazy.
Have different people pulling strings behind the scenes and different corporate sponsors. And if you thought a guy like Meek Mill or Pusha T had a chance fighting against that machine... Yeah. It wasn't going to happen, bro. Yeah. So if you didn't know that before and you know it now, that's what's going on, man. You guys know I'm going to bring you the news. If I got receipts, I'm going to pull it up and I'm going to show you guys what's really going on behind the scenes, bro. And in front of the scenes if I can. Urban Legend 111, y'all know what it is. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss videos like this, man.
Lamar Wilson here representing Ghetto Action News Network _ all lowercases.
No spaces.
You'll find us on Facebook. When you do, follow us for updates. Share something, leave some comments, and come back. All right, we're going to get right into this.
Let's get it.
Man, this wax beef has elevated to the pockets.
Yeah, to the bottom lines.
The bottom line. You know what I'm saying? And it's to the point where they're saying, oh, this is just hearsay, but now people are saying it's way more believable than hearsay because you can see it. Yeah. You can see it. It's affecting everything. Yeah. And now they're saying, just pull out this fight.
Yeah. Apologize.
They throwing it in the towel.
Say you was joking.
Say you was joking. Let's clear this up so it works out for both parties. Yeah. It's crazy, man. It's crazy times. But you know what I'm saying? At the same time, it's like, yo, you started this. Yeah. Like on a major grand scheme of things, you started this.
First person shooter.
Yeah, and now everybody from that track is pulling back. Yeah. That looks a little more impact. That makes this whole situation look like Kendrick look like Godzilla right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he outside on his Kung Fu Kenny. Yeah. And that's all I got to say about that. But I think this was very interesting, and it does add some fuel to the fire. What you think?
I think this picture that they have right here is the best way to describe what's going on with Drake right now. That looks like what Drake's is going through right now. Somber. It looked like he barked up the wrong tree. It looked like he didn't see things going that way, and they're there. Kind of like what Cardi B said, once it's up and it's stuck. And then it makes me think about J. Cole. He looks so smart for getting out of this situation.
Looking back in retrospect,
he looks so smart at this point that he left the whole situation alone and let Drake to himself, because if he was standing beside Drake when this stuff dropped, people would have been looking at him sideways. So he said, let me get away from this, which I think is crazy. And I just also go back to why people should be independent, because stuff like this, some people could tell you what to do. This is what Kanye West was talking about, Drake rich baby dad. I'm pretty sure that's the person that was on the calls with everyone getting it to calm down, because like Kanye said, whenever Drake has a problem, this is the guy that step in front of it, because he's his top earner over there.
Shield.
Yeah, and they always gonna watch out for their top earner. That's just the way the industry is. They gonna protect the people that's bringing the money in. At the end of the day, they worry about their Christmas bonuses and their bonuses at the end of the year and their market shares, and that's the only thing that they're worried about, and they're gonna protect that at all costs, because they like to have what I like to call them sword parties at the meetings on who's getting the most money, who got the most marketing shares, and who doing X, Y, and Z.
And so at the end of the day, first.
So they definitely gonna protect that. I think this right here was a great video. Can't wait to see what else come out from the situation. I know more is gonna come out from the situation. Some people think it's over. I say it's just getting started. But until then, it's your boy Trey TV, and I'm out.